Work on your technique. Work on that technique. Get better. Come on now, Stoke.
You can beat him like a bird hunting, right? Okay.
Fly around, guys. Move around full speed. Don't get in that 75%. Let's go.
That's good, thank you. Hit! There it is. One.
Set, go! Roll!
Oh!
Big eyes, guys, big eyes.
Gloves on the left hash.
Take!
Oh, I can look up, right?
It does not matter. I go to the number, no matter what.
Go to the ball, Trey. Go.
You got no feel around making you run the hump.
Hit! Good, back there, good.
Set, go!
You guys better start tagging these. Let's go.
Here you go.
There it is. Quick, get out of there. Good job.
Hey, all you defensive position, get out there in a hidden position. Don't stand them shoulders high. Let's go. I'll shake, guys. Now go.
Power.
Tell them last one.
Hey.
Takes me back to the old days. You know what I learned from that? Let me see. Bird hunting. Big eyes.
Yep.
And keep those shoulders high. Hello, everybody. I'm Kenny Hawkins along with my tag team partner, Jake Young, and welcome to Countdown to Touchdown. You can hear that clock ticking as we speak. We are 24 hours away from ETSU kicking off their first football season in 12 years. And I guess before we move forward, we must first look back. Jake?
That's right. Kenny, I'm giving a little bit of the past and some future, too, in our countdown to kick off tonight. Coming up in a minute, we're going to follow the timeline of how we got to this point. Now, also tonight, we're going to take a look back at one of the last quarterbacks at the school, who now, coincidentally, is the head coach of ETSU's Week 3 opponent. And if there's anyone who understands what this program has been through, it's new defensive end Joe Pittman. I'm going to explain that later on in tonight's show. Overall, we've got it covered from all angles, so let's go ahead and get started. It's been 12 years since most people thought they'd seen the last of ETSU football, and though 12 years isn't really that long of a time, it was an eternity for Bucs fans. Now we step back in time and we follow the ETSU timeline from certain death to rebirth. Thursday, May 8th, 2003 was when the nightmare became reality for the ETSU football team.
It's not a fun time when you're talking about athletes and their scholarships, or the coaches and their families. It's quite a bit of shock there.
So the Bucs went on into their final campaign, adding up a 4-7 record before the final game at home against the Citadel. With the game tied at 13 seconds on the clock, junior kicker Jonathan Godfrey stepped up and played the hero. But then, it was all over. At least until Brian Noland arrived to take over as ETSU president.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it right. I do feel that is within the best interest of the university. It's within the best interest of the region.
In June of 2013, ETSU proved it was serious about this rebirth.
East Tennessee State's new head football coach, Carl Torbush.
Former North Carolina head coach Carl Torbush was tabbed to lead the way. From there, it was an avalanche of changes for the university. The announcement of the first game, September 3rd, 2015 against Kennesaw State. A brand new logo designed with simplicity, a recruiting class, new locker rooms, and finally, the very first practice in the fall of 2013.
We are so excited about this. We've been waiting for it for a really long time, ever since we signed and ever since we learned that ETSU was starting their program back up, and it's just excitement all around.
In December came a full schedule for the 2015 season. February brought the school's second signing class, and in March of this year, the stadium site was unveiled. April brought extreme excitement for fans and players alike when the Bucs hit the catwalk to model their brand new look.
Once you see that uniform, you put it together with that team and you know what it is. I don't know if you can get any finer looking colors to match up and give us a lot of different options to choose from.
Fast forward to the fall, and the moment has finally arrived. Nearly 2 years of waiting for these players and 12 years for fans of the Bucs program. said, I'm pretty sure that's that same jersey.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, when you look at what the major players at ETSU have done in the past 2 years, you really realize this process was a lot like starting a program really for the first time. It was a ground-up effort. Pretty amazing what they've accomplished in that time.
Yeah, it seems like it was only yesterday when football was announced, and here we are. The return is here.
That's right.
All right, thanks, Jake. When we come back, a big reason the talk of ETSU football never died was due to one man and his friends. Stay with us.
I don't know what to do. Do you?
I don't know what to do.
Well, hand me a wrench or something.
Here.
Well, maybe we should just call the experts.
Let the football players be football players. Let the experts at Climate Controllers drop a game plan for your heating and cooling needs. Now through November 15th, take advantage of our Cool Cash rebates. Up to $1,450 on a qualified home comfort system by Carrier. Call Climate Controllers at 423-547-0100 for all your heating and cooling needs.
Hi folks, I'm Larry with Bath Fitter. I'm here today with a 3-generation family of Bath Fitter customers. This is their Bath Fitter experience.
It all started with my walk-in shower. I couldn't live without it.
I got my Bath Fitter 5 years ago. It's like getting in a brand new shower every time. It's the best decision I ever made, and then my daughter got one.
Our bathtub turned out more beautiful than we could have ever imagined, and I'm happy to be able to put my kids in a nice clean tub.
Join our Bath Fitter family. Give us a call today.
It's football time at Select 7 Credit Union. Score a touchdown with free checking accounts, free online statements, free Visa check card, free online mobile banking, competitive loan rates for all types of loans, individual retirement accounts, extensive ATM networks, customer service that is second to none, backed by our experience and stability. Come in today to any of our 4 convenient locations. Select 7 Credit Union, helping you select a brighter future.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Jerry Robertson spent 4 decades on ETSU's campus. When football was shut down in 2003, he made it his personal mission to bring the sport back to Johnson City. News Channel 11's Casey Marlowe tells us, as of Thursday night, it's mission accomplished.
Jerry Robertson is ETSU athletics.
I'd spent 43 years of my life on that campus.
He made his mission to see football return to campus.
He is the hope and dream when there wasn't a hope and dream.
It started right after the final game in 2003.
We played on Saturday, had the banquet on Sunday, and I think right after that banquet was over, Doc Robertson went to work on getting football back.
I'm thankful for what I call not really, but the Dirty Dozen.
Over the next decade, those 12 men led the Buck Football and Friends Foundation. They met to raise money, but more importantly, to keep the dream alive.
The majority of that group was businessmen from Irwin, from Kingsport, from Johnson City to Elizabeth.
In 2007, a glimmer of hope. But students struck down a proposal that would have brought football back to campus.
Some people at that time wanted to fold and not continue, but members of this Buccaneer Friends and Foundation stayed after it and wouldn't fold.
Then in 2013, 10 years after it was gone, it was back.
Dr. Nolan looks at it and knows the importance.
How all that time, whenever he was fighting to get it back, I was just hoping and praying it would happen during his lifetime.
Sadly, some of those original 12 won't see the Buccaneers play.
Some of those people that were there 2003 at that first meeting are not going to be there with us that should be, but they passed away.
But Robertson will be there, watching what was once a dream officially become a reality.
Sometimes maybe I get too emotional about that place.
Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Casey. Excuse me. Like Doc Robertson, a lot of people get emotional about ETSU. One of those is one of the last quarterbacks that ETSU had in its first incarnation, Jamie Chadwell. He was a 4-time letter winner for the Bucks, but now the role changes. He's still a Buck, but it's at Charleston Southern. Chadwell is CSU's head coach, and he's 18-8 in 2 years, best in program history. Now he's on the schedule to host his alma mater in week 3.
We're rooting for them hard, except when they come down here. But it's good to have it back because that place needs it. Johnson City, East Tennessee State needs a football program, and I know they're going to do well. They got a guy in there that wants to do well. And I'm looking forward to getting them down here. And it'll be emotional, to be honest with you, just seeing your old team. And they're dressed in blue and gold. We're dressed in blue and gold. They're all Buccaneers, so it'll be interesting.
Like he said, there are plenty of similarities between his old program and his current one. We're going to find out which one has the upper hand right now when they play Thursday, September 17th over in Charleston.
Okay, 2 things. First of all, I cover Jamie, and he has an age. Second of all,
he looks the same.
He does look the same. Second of all, you're telling me that he roots for the Buccaneers every weekend except September 17th in Charleston. Okay, that's a pretty fair deal.
We'll take it.
All right, thanks, Jake. When we come back, I'll sit down with ETSU head football coach Carl Torbush, who at one time was a man without a team. Countdown to kickoff rolls on. Stay with us.
Hi folks, I'm Larry with Bath Fitter. I'm here today with a 3-generation family of Bath Fitter customers. This is their Bath Fitter experience.
It all started with my walk-in shower. I couldn't live without it.
I got my bath fitter 5 years ago. It's like getting in a brand new shower every time. It's the best decision I ever made, and then my daughter got one.
Our bathtub turned out more beautiful than we could have ever imagined, and I'm happy to be able to put my kids in a nice clean tub.
Join our Bath Fitter family. Give us a call today.
I don't know what to do. Do you?
I don't know what to do.
Well, hand me a wrench or something.
Here.
Well, maybe we should just call the experts.
Let the football players be football players. Let the experts at Climate Controllers draw up a game plan for your heating and cooling needs. Now through November 15th, take advantage of our cool cash rebates. Up to $1,450 on a qualified home comfort system by Carrier. Call Climate Controllers at 423-547-0100 for all your heating and cooling needs.
It's football time at Select 7 Credit Union. Score a touchdown with free checking accounts, free online statements, free Visa check card, free online mobile banking, competitive loan rates for all types of loans, individual retirement accounts, extensive ATM networks, customer service that is second to none, backed by our experience and stability. Come in today to any of our 4 convenient locations. Select 7 Credit Union, helping you select a brighter future.
Welcome back to Countdown to Kickoff. 2 years ago, Carl Torbush, who's had stops in North Carolina, Mississippi State, Alabama, and Texas A&M, to name a few places, was the only face of Buccaneer football. What a difference 2 years makes for a man who says he's glad to be home. Now that we are almost upon the first game at ETSU, I mean, talk about this roller coaster of a journey when it started and where you are now.
Well, first of all, obviously, the last 700 and whatever days have gone by in a big hurry. You really don't realize how fast your life goes before you until you realize that 2 short years ago, they were naming me the head football coach without any assistants and without any players. To see what has happened in 2 years and the excitement, the enthusiasm is, you know, it stayed high. I think it's going to be an exciting time to see the former football players come back. The people that saw their heart cut out from under them, to know that football's back. Hopefully everybody can see if we do what we're supposed to do on the football end, what football will obviously mean to ETSU.
In your long career, of course, you've been in a lot of established places such as North Carolina. Is this your biggest challenge?
You know, it is, but I hadn't looked at it as such. I've looked at it as fun. And that's probably hard for a lot of people to say. I think for a young coach, it may not be fun because a lot of young coaches would be trying to do well at this job so they can get their next job. For me, this was a coming home party. to have a chance to be part of something special and trying to build this thing back to where it needs to be, just to see where we've been able to take this thing so far and hopefully where we'll be able to take it in the next 2 or 3 years. It's just really special to be part of. They love you as long as you're winning. They love you as long as you're undefeated. I know things will change right after the first loss with the internet and talk radio and everything else. That's just part of this business now.
What do you think when you hear people say football won't work here? It's in the shadows of that program down the street.
There's absolutely no reason that if we do things right, that we can't be successful and have a program that everybody can be proud of and that we can support.
How would you like this program to help define your career?
Well, that I put my heart into it. I'm not going to say my soul because my soul goes to something higher than that. But that I put my heart into trying to develop this thing along with the help of so many other people.
Describe your emotions when you walk out of that field house on Thursday night just before 7:30.
Well, if it's a normal game, probably just getting excited about the ball game, but this one will be very, very special because you're going to have a phenomenal number of lettermen. You're going to have a lot of people there that were former cheerleaders, former administrators, just people that love the program that are back because it is back. Just to hear the excitement, the enthusiasm, the band, the noise, I'm sure inside my little body that there'll be a tear shed here and there. You know, I'd like to think that we walk off that field victorious. If we don't, our head held high because we gave a great effort and we performed up to the best of our ability, see where we're at and where we need to go.
Great man, great coach, great character. Coach Torbush grew up in Knoxville, attended Carson Newman College. His wife, Janet, is from Kingsport. Coming up next, we'll talk with an ETSU player who was part of the death of a football program last season and the resurrection of another. Stay with us.
I don't know what to do. Do you?
I don't know what to do.
Well, hand me a wrench or something.
Here.
Well, maybe we should just call the experts.
Let the football players be football players. Let the experts at Climate Controllers drop a game plan for your heating and cooling needs. Now through November 15th, take advantage of our Cool Cash rebates. Up to $1,450 on a qualified home comfort system by Carrier. Call Climate Controllers at 423-547-0100 for all your heating and cooling needs.
Hi folks, I'm Larry with Bath Fitter. I'm here today with a 3-generation family of Bath Fitter customers. This is their Bath Fitter experience.
It all started with my walk-in shower. I couldn't live without it.
I got my bath fitter 5 years ago. It's like getting in a brand new shower every time. It's the best decision I ever made, and then my daughter got one.
Our bathtub turned out more beautiful than we could have ever imagined, and I'm happy to be able to put my kids in a nice clean tub.
Join our Bath Fitter family. Give us a call today.
It's football time at Select 7 Credit Union. Score a touchdown with free checking accounts, free online statements, free Visa check card, free online mobile banking, competitive loan rates for all types of loans, individual retirement accounts, extensive ATM networks, customer service that is second to none, backed by our experience and stability. Come in today to any of our 4 convenient locations. Select 7 Credit Union, helping you select a brighter future.
The history of ETSU football spans 70 years, and while the link was broken in 2003, Casey Marler tells us several coaches who were a part of Buck football are making sure those days are not forgotten.
When ETSU takes the field this season, they will have a link to the past.
I thought it was very, very important for our football program that we have consistency and continuity, and what better consistency and continuity to bring back than guys that either played here or coached here.
4 current coaches played or coached for ETSU prior to the 2003 season. Defensive coordinator Billy Taylor both played and coached at ETSU.
When Coach Torbush called me and offered me a job, it was an answer to prayer. It was a dream come true because ETSU is the only place I've ever wanted to coach.
There's no question, there's nobody in this program, there's nobody at ETSU that loves ETSU more than Billy Taylor.
Go!
Wide receivers coach Mike Rader was a player and a GA.
And it's not just about ETSU football, it's for the community itself. You know, I'm from here, I went to high school here, I played here.
Defensive line coach Scott Brummett played on the 2003 team. He transferred to North Carolina when the program was disbanded.
When football left, a part of me died, so now it came back. The love of ETSU, the love of Buck football, and all my brothers that played here, that's why I'm here.
Offensive line coach Eric Losey is also back. He was a starting offensive lineman for the Bucks in 2002 and 2003.
It's really cool knowing that Coach Taylor, you know, he recruited all three, me, Mike, and Scott. And he was our defense coordinator when we were here. And now we're all back together coaching with each other.
While the coaches look to the future of the program, they will make sure current players understand just how far ETSU football has come.
It's always a reminder to these younger guys, obviously our players in this case, of what they're out here doing and who they're representing.
For Countdown to Kickoff, I'm Casey Marlar.
Now, if there's any player on ETSU's team that knows what the 2003 Bucks went through losing their program, it's defensive end Joe Pittman.
Yeah, that's right. You know, Pittman spent his redshirt freshman season last year as a member of the team at UAB. That's the same UAB squad that was first killed in December and then announced it was coming back 2 months ago. Pittman rode the roller coaster with the Blazers, and now he's a Buck.
I just love football. I mean, I would play any position as hard as I could. I'd do anything to play football.
For ETSU defensive end Joe Pittman, anything hasn't been a long stretch when it comes to playing the game he loves.
I started out at UAB. We heard about maybe 2 or 3 games before the end of the season that they might be shutting the program down. We went into the last game against Southern Miss, hoping that if we won, which we did, that we could possibly, you know, save the program. But I guess that didn't happen.
On November 29th of last year, UAB trounced Southern Miss 45-24, finishing 6-6 and hoping to go to a bowl game. 3 days later, the program was ended immediately, taking away Pittman and his teammates' future with the Blazers and their chance at a bowl.
Some of these cats came from 3,000 miles away to play here, to be a part of this.
That was really hard. I mean, that's what we worked for all season. UAB was 2-8 the previous season, and just bringing a team that was kind of just in a bad situation like that and being bowl eligible, it just would have meant so much to be able to play in a bowl game.
After the announcement was made, dark days followed in Birmingham, a situation well known to anyone following ETSU football in the early 2000s.
Kind of depressing a little bit. I know a lot of guys, you know, had trouble eating, stuff like that. You didn't know it was going to happen.
But then, a bright spot. ETSU's coaches came calling for Pittman, and everything changed.
The ETSU coaches came pretty quickly, so that period wasn't very long. I was extremely happy to have another opportunity to play football.
And for a program being reborn after 12 long years, it seems the match was made in football heaven. Now, Pittman right now not on the too-deep depth chart because he suffered an injury during training camp, but he's expected to be a big factor on that defensive line once he's able to return.
I mean, this guy just can't catch a break, and there's no pun intended.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jake. When we come back, we'll wrap up the show by hearing the sounds from the new ETSU marching band. Stay with us.
It's football time at Select 7 Credit Union. Score a touchdown with free checking accounts, free online statements, free Visa check card, free online mobile banking, competitive loan rates for all types of loans, individual retirement accounts, extensive ATM networks, customer service that is second to none, backed by our experience and stability. Come in today to any of our 4 convenient locations. Select 7 Credit Union, helping you select a brighter future.
I don't know what to do. Do you?
I don't know what to do.
Well, hand me a wrench or something.
Here.
Well, maybe we should just call the experts.
Let the football players be football players. Let the experts at Climate Controllers drop a game plan for your heating and cooling needs. Now through November 15th, take advantage of our cool cash rebates. Up to $1,450 on a qualified home comfort system by Carrier. Call Climate Controllers at 423-547-0100 for all your heating and cooling needs.
Hi folks, I'm Larry with Bath Fitter. I'm here today with a 3-generation family of Bath Fitter customers. This is their Bath Fitter experience.
It all started with my walk-in shower. I couldn't live without it.
I got my bath fitter 5 years ago. It's like getting in a brand new shower every time. It's the best decision I ever made, and then my daughter got one.
Our bathtub turned out more beautiful than we could have ever imagined, and I'm happy to be able to put my kids in a nice clean tub.
Join our Bath Fitter family. Give us a call today.
Welcome back to Countdown to Kickoff. Along with a new football team, there's also a new marching band, and they will make their debut tomorrow night as well. But here's a sneak peek of what they will sound like. Appropriate song, Back to the Future. 7:30 tomorrow, Kennesaw State taking on ETSU. Quickly.
24-16 Bucks.
I think the Bucks win as well. No brainer there. For Jake, I'm Kenny. For all the folks behind the scenes, good night, everybody.